Hey guys, we're going to work on day 6, both math and ELA together today. It's not a huge math day, but there are a lot of different ELA concepts we're going to go through. For the first one, we're going to look at suffixes, and suffixes are different ways, things that we can put at the end, like something might be an ER, harder, or a full, plentiful, or less. Is a suffix. We're going to look at the suffix est on the beginning of page 13. And you're going to create the words that end with est as their suffix. They gave you the base word. So a suffix is at the end of our base word. But sometimes we have to change the way that that base word looks in order to put that suffix on there. So sometimes it might be a situation where we have a consonant where we have to add the same consonant and the est. If it has a y, sometimes we have to drop that y and add an I, est. So I'm going to show you a few examples before you get through this. And actually B is the first one we're going to go through. Big, we have to make big, biggest. Now this is one of those situations where we actually have to double the consonant. So big turns into, sorry, I'll do this the other way. Biggest. 2 G's. Biggest. So now let's look at some different examples I'm going to give you. Like the word snappy ends in a Y. We're actually going to cross out that Y and we're going to make it an I. So snappy is going to turn into snappy. Oh, it's like a snappiest. Not my snazziest handwriting, but snappiest. Drop that Y, make it an I, add the ES, and that's supposed to be a T. What about hard? What does hard turn into to make it an EST? Hardest. You only need to add the EST. What about quiet? Do I need to add a consonant, anything? No, and the one consonant with that T there, quiet, it's going to turn into quietest. So you are going to make all of these, and I already did B for you. You're going to make all of these words loud, short, fast, happy, small into smallest, loudest, shortest, fastest, and happiest. So you're going to have to figure out what you need to do for the end of that base word. Next, we're going to work on some homophones. Homophones are the words that sound the same but are spelled differently. And homophones can be very, very, very tricky. Very tricky sometimes. So it says you're going to write 5 sentences and you're going to use a pair of homophones from the word bank in each sentence. Underline the homophones. I'm going to give you a few examples of homophones. Bye, bye, and bye. Or bye, bye, bye. Just kidding. Bye, bye, and bye. And then here's another one. One. So this bye is the house by the lake. This bye is I'm going to buy some sugar. This bye is see ya, bye. Now this one means I just won my match. This one means I only want one. This 2 means you're going somewhere. This 2 means also, and this 2 means 2. So even though words sound the same, these homophones, they actually have different definitions. What do you do if you don't know the definitions when you're working on these? Like no and no, way and way. There is a good chance you are going to have to look up these words in the dictionary or on dictionary.com, or even ask a parent if you'd like, or a sister or brother or grandma. See if they can help you. But I want to see if you can look these words up and find out what they mean first. Guys, looking up words you don't understand is going to be a life skill you're going to need to do for the rest of your, I'd say, educational career. So through middle school, high school, college, if you go to college. But I look up words all the time. So it is going to go far past your education. So learning to figure it out. And then let's say you sit there and you say, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm reading, what this definition is. Use your context clues, look at more words, ask somebody to help you understand what that meaning is that you're seeing. Because sometimes it's written in a way that we have a hard time understanding if you don't know the other words. So be a problem solver. Look up the definitions. Next, we're going to look at day 6 Oh my gosh, they write a description for an object. So first thing they do is they give you a noun. Then they put some adjectives in parentheses. Adjectives are describing words. They describe nouns. So they describe person, people, places, things. That is what an adjective, we've talked about it in mentor sentences, a ton. And we work on every week, identifying what the adjectives are. They describe. So they're gonna give you 2 or 3 words in parentheses that describe that noun. So you're going to read each description to yourself to make sure the adjectives are placed in the correct order. So they give you an example, sweater, brown, wool, cozy. You say, sweater, wool, cozy, brown. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Cozy, that describes the sweater first. Brown, wool, sweater. So now they give you balls. Balls. So in the parentheses, they give you beach for striped. Ooh. Well, let's see what that might be describing. Could it be striped for balls, beach? I don't think so. What about 4 striped balls, beach? Eee. What about beach for beach striped balls for? Ooh. There is an order. What about 4 striped beach balls? Does that make sense? Yeah, that one does too. So I'm going to put 4 striped beach balls. 4 striped beach balls. Just say the words out loud and see. Does that sound right? If somebody walked up to me and said, 4 beach striped balls, you'd say, I'm sorry, excuse me, could you tell me that again? Yes, it doesn't sound right. So you're gonna know. When you put them through, put them in different orders, you'll know whether it's right or it's wrong. And if you're like, I don't hear it, I don't understand, say it out loud to see if somebody goes like this to you. What? Never know, they could. Now, completing each pattern, this is our math. Identify the rule. Happened again. Identify the rule to create the pattern. I have a candle holding you up on top of an Amazon box that has laundry detergent in it. Very sophisticated at the Andrea City household kitchen table. So, identify the rule. Guys, identify the rule sounds so tricky. Like what in math, what is identifying a rule? Look both ways before you cross the street? No, it's not that kind of rule. They want to know what you did in the pattern to make it successful, to make it work. So I'm going to give you an example. 1, 5, 3, 7, 5, 9, 7. What? So first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at the first number and you're going to say 1 to 5. What did they do to go from 1 to 5? Well, they added 4. Okay, so just find out, start there. Okay, what did they do to go from 5 to 3? Well, they subtracted 2. Okay. Now we're going to see, are we going to see a pattern on the next one? What did they do to get 3 to 7? Oh, they added 4. Those sneaky kids. Okay, number 4. What did they do to get from 7 to 5? Oh, they subtracted 2. Uh-oh. Plus 4 minus 2 plus 4 minus 2. Let's see if this rule holds out. What did they do to go 5 to 9? Oh, they added 4. Okay, well, what did they do to go to 7? Oh, they subtracted 2. Plus 4 minus 2 plus 4 minus 2 plus 4 minus 2. Did I find the rule of the pattern here? Oh, for sure. Now, what do I need to do to follow? They did minus 2. Now I need to add 4. 7, 11. So I did the plus 4. Now what do I need to do? Minus 2. 11 minus 2 equals 9. So plus 4 minus 2. What's the rule? Add 4. And I'm going to put a comma because that's going to say the first part we do is we add 4, then we subtract 2. So add 4, subtract 2. That is the rule. How were you successful here? All right, Good luck on 19, 20, and 21, and I'll see you for day 7 tomorrow.